Aries, welcome to your full moon in Sagittarius reading, and let's start out with a fun word of affirmation for you. Let's see. Dissolve all boundaries with love. Oh my gosh. No, not Aries. Not Aries, right? I'm getting a vision of the Fool card. Take that leap of faith, Aries. You know how to do it the best, right? Okay, let's put that at the top. Let's just kind of let's keep that in mind, okay? This full moon in Sagittarius is hitting your fifth house. A fun dating romance. Might have to do with childhood, children, also any kind of creative projects, passions that you have going. And this is while the sun is in the 11th house, putting a spotlight on all things Aquarius. So, yeah, might have an Aquarian or a Leo that is relevant during this time. But I think that, with the sun in the 11th house, you're having to look at friend groups, ideals, soulmates, maybe colleagues, issues going on with colleagues. But again, with this lunar energy, you're having to release something having to do with the fifth house. Okay. And let's start off by finding out what kind of beliefs you need to be releasing right now. What beliefs does Aries need to release? Oh my goodness. Did I not just say the Fool card? Okay. You gotta, I think, and I'm hearing something about foolishness, which is normally what I would associate with it upside down, but I'm not seeing that. Okay, so and now I'm hearing naivete. All right, so some of you need to take a leap of faith, maybe with your love life. Okay, and let's see what you need to open yourself up to. I'm talking about a new perspective, a new vision for your future. What does Aries need to embrace? That is an interesting message, okay? Because that's telling me that maybe you don't need to be coming together with certain people, all right? Maybe you have been gathering and joining together, and I don't know, again, with the sun in your 11th house, have you been hanging out with people, work or, friend groups where maybe you don't need to be hanging around those people, okay? And if it's not about friend groups or, your social life or work colleagues, I feel like this might have to do with, it could be some emotional betrayals. Okay. You need to maybe start looking at emotional loyalty through a different lens. Let me see if I can get anything. Yeah. And this is so that you can put some strife behind you. With the Fool card, I do feel like this has to do with, the last 2 years, probably. Have you done some things that in hindsight you're like, nah, maybe I shouldn't have, maybe I shouldn't have gone down that road. Um, or maybe it was for a time and a season and it's time to let it go now. What's expanding you and freeing you up? I think it's about you resisting some things that maybe you shouldn't have put your trust in. Maybe you shouldn't have been so quick-witted about, getting into things that maybe you shouldn't, yeah, maybe trusting some things that you shouldn't have trusted is really what I'm getting out of that. So I think if you start resisting the things that you probably should be resisting, that you can't trust, then you're going to get more expansion in your life. You're going to get more freedom. I'm hearing with freedom comes responsibility, but in terms of how you can live a more spirit-led life right now, well, there's an issue of money. It's quite bizarre because there, with the last few readings I've done for you, there's been a lot of overlapping between your financial life and your love life. And it seems like, for the longest time in the Aries readings, the money issues have been taking precedence over love, and love has really been taking a back seat. So, oh wow. And this is at the foundation. So, for some of you, something needs to come into balance with your physical health, with your money. I'm getting a lot of, root and sacral chakra here, which is a lot about what you're creating. I mean, this will take me back to fifth house, okay? And what's being released at this time, that you need to let something go in terms of the way that you try to put your creative passions out there, how you try to maybe have the projects that you have going on, and it's not necessarily that you totally stop pursuing it, but maybe you need to get grounded more with your physical health and what you're doing with that. And I think that whatever's going on with the sun in your 11th house, it's really putting a spotlight on who you need to be joining yourself with and who you don't. Some of you, if this has been drinking too much, it's time to really embrace a more positive outlook in your life, a future where maybe there's more resolving, say, than coping, because this would be, some poor coping, right? Or emotional betrayals, emotional infidelity. This would be resolving that rather than coping with it. All right, I think that's all I have for y'all, and please know I'm wishing y'all the best. Be blessed.